Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the items in the Undercover range from Solar. Now, the Undercover range of luggage isn't actually anything new from Solar, but they've brought out a few items that I've got with me today and a few others that I haven't got with me today to go alongside the Undercover range. Currently, it mainly consisted, past tense, of camo versions of all of these items here, but now they brought out just a green, which is Solar's own colour. So if you're not a camo fan, but you like some of their items before, then they've got you covered now with these green versions instead. Now I'm going to delve into each of these items specifically throughout this video. I've got a Carryall, Ruckbag, single rod sleeve and a rod Holdall and a few other items that I'll touch upon that I haven't got with me today. But before I do that, rather than me repeat on each item, some of the things these items share in common are the materials and build quality. So you've got a 600D PU material. What that means in layman terms is it's hardware, and it's a high-end, good quality material. All the stitching is solid, nice zips and everything. The sort of materials you'd expect on a more higher end budget range on maybe from other companies, but this is Solar's, they class themselves budget range. Again, this is completely open to interpretation. When I get to the prices on each one, you may completely disagree with that. That's fine, but they're not going to break the bank for what you're getting here. So the main thing to take from them is they are top quality materials. And talking of top quality materials, if you haven't already seen it, click the link in the description below and it might pop up at the end of the video of the Solar P1 Universal Pod, which I got my hands on a few weeks ago, which was a piece of art. So let's start off with the Ruckbag, because this is probably the most appealing out of all the items I've got with me today, most interesting. And as the name suggests, it's a bag, but also a rucksack. So on the back or the front, this thing's all a bit mixed up. You've got two, of course, shoulder straps. These click across your chest as well, fully adjustable to the how big you are, and just snugs down nice and tight onto your back, so it's nice and comfortable. And on the top you've got a grab handle, so you can still carry it like that. And on the back slash front, whichever you want to say, is a white clean sort of heavy duty material. This is designed to be led on its side like that, or on its back, or on its front, whatever you want to call it, and be slid under your bed chair. It's the perfect height to go under a bed chair, get all that muck on it like so. And also, now it's down in this position, as you can see, all the pockets are accessible from this side. So I'm just going to stand it back up, go around the outside. We've got some little holes here to hold bank sticks and alarms ready to go. You've got 3 holes there for 3 lots of bank sticks. A large pocket on the side, ideal for maybe a long rig pouch, something like that. Flip onto the other side, 2 slightly smaller pockets. In here I've just got a bulk up pocket. I've got my head torch, and in the other one I've just got a couple of tubs of pop-ups, so just to bulk it out, but easily could stick absolutely loads in there, no problem. If I put it onto its back slash front, I'll stop saying that, you know what I mean. You can also see that the main compartment is accessed through here, so you put it down on the wipe clean side, and then this double zip here completely undoes and flips open like so. Again, ignore the items got in here, it's just to bulk it out. I've actually got real protectors and bank sticks and stuff, all sorts in there, but that's what pads this out. If you also have a look on the inside, you've got little elasticated pockets around every edge. So 2 end pockets and 2 on either side of the longer edges, so you can put some specific items in there to keep them from rattling around, and then the main bulk compartment could be some spare clothes or something like that. So quite a lot of storage space for something that is so easily carried. Stick it on your back or chuck it on a barrow, because even the shape of it, as you can see, try and find all the zips, it's quite a nice squared shape. One other thing I forgot to mention on this as well is it's actually rigid in its frame. Without anything in, it will keep itself upright. So as you can see, it's sitting there fine. I can move it around, it's not rolling over. I've got some items in there, of course, but if you start to empty it and you want to prop it up like this, it will stand up nicely by itself because it's designed to do so. And as I just mentioned before, all the materials are nice and strong, all the stress points are reinforced, and as you look at the stitching, you can see there's no stray threads anywhere. Everything looks like it's nice and neat, and it's going to last you a nice long time. So just pop them back in there. We'll move over to the Carryall. Conveniently, the tractor in the background's just stopped, so hopefully you can hear me a bit better now. But this is the medium Carryall, and there's also a large. So for reference, here's the medium. Of course, the large is going to be much larger. If you have a look on their website, you'll have the exact dimensions for you. But you've got a shoulder strap and a 2 carry handle, which velcros together in the middle, which is something you come to expect with most items like this. Again, on the base and just around the sides, you've got that wipe clean, heavy duty material. It goes slightly up the sides as well, so if it's really mucky, it can still sit into a good couple of inches of dirt, and it's not going to start getting onto this bit of the material. Not that most anglers give a toss about whether their bags get a bit grubby on the bottom, but it's nice to know that's there, easy to wipe clean, and that it's not going to encroach into the bag itself. On the front, we got a main zip. Again, all of these things have double zips, nice and easy to get into. Nice and large, one for maybe a rig safe or something like that. 2 large end pockets, nice and deep as well, so once they bulk out, as you can see, they're pretty big pockets, easy to fit. I don't know, probably 8 pop-up pots in there, 6, 8 pop-up pots. Same on the other side. And then we delve onto the inside, so if we just undo this carry handle. Double zips once again, the other one's here. This one's just bulked out with some more clothing, but it's just a big open storage space. There's not a lot to say about that, not pockets on the inside of this like there is on the Ruckbag, but all you need a carryall to do is to carry all, and it will. So of course there's a small and a large available in this range, but that's that one in a nutshell. Then moving over to the rod sleeves. Now these are available in 10 foot, 12 foot and 13 foot. This is the 12 foot model I've got with me today. As you can see, nice big section for your reel handles, quite extended as well. So some rods have the reel have a much shorter butt section, of course, so the reel can sit here and it can move all the way up here. So quite a universal one. Single grab handle here with a soft touch inner and a slight bit of padding just to make it a bit more comfortable. And then the top end, it doesn't stay slim all the way up, it widens at the top for, of course, your 50mm butt rings. And because they could be positioned in a multitude of different places, then obviously they've given you a nice load of room. The top of the rod sleeve is actually all stitched together, so the top of the tip can never fall out of the rod bag by accident. To get the rod out, you've got to unzip all the way down. Okay, you can see my reel in there, and pull it out from the bottom first, then pull the top out from there. So there's no way that the most delicate part of your rod can ever fall out of the zip section and get damaged. So I just pop that back in there, zip it back up. And this, just for reference, this is an EOS 12,000 reel in there with a spod attached, and I've got the room to zip it back up. Lastly, we move on to the 12 foot rod Holdall. Now there's also 12 foot plus 2 ones and a 13 foot plus 2 rod Holdalls, but this is the 12 foot Holdall, which I'll get onto the inside in a second. There's 2 different versions available with rod Holdalls, but check out the website for all of the different options. Obviously I ran out of rods this morning, so I couldn't bring them all full loaded up to film, but here is the one I've got with me today. So starting with the outside, we've got 2 external pockets which zip all the way down like so. So I've got a smaller net in here, and then a larger full length net handle in this one with the mesh as well. So obviously if you want big storm pole, something like that, or your little net or a couple of nets, sling will put a narrow sling will probably fit in these, no problem. So you can do that with these. Also the heavy duty wipe clean bases on each of those pockets as well that we've seen on the base of the carryalls, the Ruckbag as well. So that's on this side. On this side we have again a dual handle velcro strap, handle to carry, and a fully stitched in shoulder strap. So this isn't removable, but because it's not removable, it's nice and hardware, and it's double stitched and sort of that cross stitching on supports that connects it to the bag, so nice and strong. Then we move on to the inside. Now this may be a bit awkward sat here filming it because it's quite a big piece of tackle luggage, but if I unzip it all the way to the top, the first thing you'll see when I open it is that I've got 3 single rods without any reels on. So these are just a few spare ones I had knocking about in the shed, so don't look too closely. There's some of my older ones a bit knackered, but it shows that they've got pockets for the base on the butts of the rods go into, and then we've got these Velcro tabs along the top just to hold them in place. If you want to take a spod rod, a couple of spare other rods, and just take your reels elsewhere, you can easily have these set up. Or if anyone does this, whether you have like a 12 foot 3 pound rods and then you've got 12 foot 3.5 or something like that, and you need to step up to different rods but you don't want to all have them on with reels, just move across to that. Completely up to you what you want to do with it, but you can fit 3 spare rods without reels on this side. Padded divider which covers my made up rods from these rods. So if I just open this up, as you can see I've got 3 12 foot rods in there again, 50mm butt rings and big pit reels on. Each of them slot into their own little divided section for their reels with padding in between, so they can't knock into each other in transit. So as you can see, you're moving this around, there's no way they're going to bash into each other flick off paint and damage themselves. So lots and lots of space on the inside of here. Now, as I just mentioned, there are 12-foot models in all the different Holdalls and 13-foot models, bags in all of the Holdalls. The only size they don't do is the 10-foot. The 10-foot rod Holdalls don't exist. You can only get the 10-foot single sleeves, like I've shown you there with the 12-foot single sleeve. Hope that all makes sense, but again, head over to their website for more information on all the different rod bags and things they've got to suit your specific needs. But I think you can see it fits quite a lot in here, and for no bigger than your standard rod Holdalls. So nice lot of space in there and keeps them nice and protected. I forgot to tell you the prices on each individual item, which was my plan before I set this out. I didn't deliberately leave it all to the end, but the 12-foot Holdall that I've got with me on my lap at the moment, it comes in at $99.99 RRP. The Ruckbag comes in at $79.99 RRP. Then the medium carryall that's to my right comes in at $42.99 RRP. And then lastly, the single rod sleeve comes in at $24.99 RRP. That's for the 12-foot model. So of course, these prices vary slightly depending on what size rods you go for, whether it's the 12-foot or the 30-foot Holdalls, or the 10, 12 or 13-foot single sleeves. Ruckbag, that is its price because there's no different sizes. And of course, the carryall, this is the medium. So remember, the large is going to be slightly more. I think that's all the prices covered. And of course, as I've said throughout this, do head over to their website to check out all of their range. And if you are someone that prefers camo, then remember all of this is available in a camo version as well. So head over there, check out all the prices, all the different availability that will suit your needs. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please hit like if you did and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. But for now, cheers for watching and I'll see you again soon.